This video was brought to you by EA Game Changers. Today we are here checking out the brand new Sims 4 Courtyard Oasis kit, which features Moroccan-themed architecture and objects. This kit consists of 22 assets, 19 of them being objects. There's one floor tile and also 2 wallpapers. However, that does not include the stairs, fences, spandrels, friezes, and apparently more, according to SimGuru Ninja. In case you're still not familiar with kits are essentially micro DLC packs that fill in the dead space between bigger releases, and here in the state, typically they will run you about $5 US. Diving into the information panel, you will be greeted with 2 beautiful screenshots highlighting the assets in this pack. Over here we have a little information, not a lot. It says create your oasis, play with filigree designs, vivid colors, and intricate tile patterns to tie it together. Then decorate with hanging lanterns, resplendent textiles, and tropical plants. Go natural. Invite a refreshing breeze and bright sunlight into the home with new columns, archways, and beautifully latticed wooden windows. At a glance, this is everything that you'll be receiving within buy mode. We'll come back to this a little bit later as I want to show off the assets in more of like a showroom setting. So I'm going to create a little platform, make it about yay big. Not sure if this is big enough, but we'll have to roll with the punches. Underneath platform trims, you do indeed receive a brand new trim that is going to complement your build so perfectly. I love the way it looks just like this, but obviously if you wanted to make your platform a little bit higher, there are some beautiful colors to kind of like, you know, complete the look underneath it. So there is a little more detail, as you guys can see. These colors also match the wallpaper that you'll see a little bit later. So underneath the floor patterns, there is one tile and it is called Desert Diamonds. There are a few different swatches to choose from. Also, the cool thing about these tiles is that there's also an additional swatch here so that you can kind of create like a little border around your tile. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not super familiar with how to like rotate tiles just yet. Like, I don't really play with that option a lot, but it is there. In terms of fences, we do have one brand new fence. It is called the Saran Stars fence. I haven't actually played with this one too much, but I love it. I think it's really pretty. I just wouldn't know what exactly to use it for. Maybe like a railing. I don't think I would use this fence to like close off a backyard or anything, but it is really pretty. And again, it does have like the same kind of like color story. The cool thing about the color story within this kit is that it works with other kits, expansions, stuff, packs, and whatnot that you have in your game. So it doesn't completely stand out like other like expansion packs, kits, whatever do, like especially Parenthood. So for the stairs, we do have a brand new stair swatch as well. And also another thing that I noticed, everything looks really beautiful, mixing and matching. Like, you don't actually have to have the exact same swatch for everything. In fact, I wouldn't recommend it. Kind of breaking it up really helps bring everything together. So for the wallpapers, I do have 2 different options for you guys. We have the Saffron Blossom, which is perfect for like kitchens, bathrooms, things of that nature. And then we have another one here, which I will show you guys in just a second. I didn't even realize there was like a whole full... What? Oh my god. I will admit there's like a lot of layers to this kit. Like, there's little surprise eggs that I didn't really realize were even a thing until just now. Like that, for instance. I didn't know there was like a whole full tile. The second one is the Boldly Brushed, and this is perfect for the exterior of your build, any build for that matter. Like, this freaking exterior paper is honestly everything that I've been wanting for a really long time. Currently we have like this stucco or whatever the heck it is called, like staccato, I don't even know, exterior wallpaper, but this one is perfect. And I also love that there's, you know, some color in there too. I used this one for my base game build. I kind of want to use like, I don't know which one. The coral kind of is. A coral, is orange. It might be just my reshade. So if we dive into windows, there is a lower wall level window. It is called Greet the Dawn, and it looks like that. I love like the lattice detailing, and then what appears to almost be like glass stained windows, but not quite. So here's a quick little glimpse through the swatches. There are some solid swatches in there. If we go into the medium wall height, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. Actually, we're already there. Okay, medium wall height does have this one window, and it is called the Raid window. This one is literally like a carbon copy of the window that I found on Google, which I don't mind because I think it's beautiful. And this is what this guy looks like. So again, we have some, you know, really intricate color stories, and then we have like some more solid options as well if you wanted to kind of like make your build a little more subtle. So doors, we have a wide variety of options from the tallest wall height down to the lowest wall height. This guy is probably one of my favorite doors. I could definitely see myself using this in like a little caravan build or something. I'm quite literally obsessed with how rich and vibrant these colors are. For the second wall height, the medium wall height, we have a gorgeous archway that obviously ties in all of the elements that you've been seeing within this kit so far. And again, it has the exact same swatches that you could expect. A couple good solid ones as well. So that's really nice that they threw that in. I mean, again, I'm not opposed to all of like the busy, but it is nice to have a nice solid swatch every now and again. All right, so for the last and final wall height, things might look a little weird right now because I have a platform in. This would not be happening normally. We have these beautiful double doors that feature kind of like the essence of the archway, as well as some of the what is it called? I don't know if they're called spindles or freaking freezes or whatever they are, but you'll see those in just a second. I love these. We just have a bigger wall height arch, and then this double door situation, which is also really nice. And these are the columns that we received. They are called the lawfully obtained antique column. I'm kind of curious to know if they weren't lawfully obtained, then were they stolen? Just curious. I do appreciate the fact that within the color story for the columns, there are some nice, just solid swatches here that feature just typical stone colors that you would expect. We've got like a light gray, a darker gray, and then like a bone color. And then if you wanted to get a little fancy, there are some mosaic swatches as well. Now moving on to the spandrels here, which I have just learned that's what they're called. We have two different swatches. We've got the sandstone halo spindle that looks like that, and then we also have the celestial sandstone spindle. And again, same kind of color story for the solid swatches on the columns, nothing too crazy, but I love these. I will admit though, you definitely need at bare minimum a medium wall height to pull these off, otherwise they'll start looking a little crazy. Now if you did need to work on a smaller build, there are some really nice base game spindles that kind of work pretty well, I would say, with this pack. Now for the freezes, we have the old world freeze that again has the same 3 color swatches. I like these. These are really nice. There is this gorgeous piece of paradise mosaic, which is essentially a rug by classification, but honestly it doesn't really look like a rug. There's a few different color variables. They're super beautiful. The royal love seat is really nice. I am in love, like I said earlier, with how rich these colors are. I love the fact that you can literally use one wood tone swatch and have like 3 at least different patterns to choose from to really create a vibrant aesthetic. I'm gonna go ahead and put these bad boys there, and then as you guys can see, like I could pick another. I could have the same wood tone, but then I could have like another different you know, pattern for the actual cushions. And then for an armchair, there is the, what is it called? The Royal Advisor's chair. These are super beautiful. You could use these indoors. I did for one of my builds, but obviously I feel like this is definitely better for the outside, but again, it doesn't really matter. It's your game. You can kind of do whatever you want. There's the coffee in the courtyard table. It's absolutely huge, but I like it. I like it a lot. And it fits kind of perfectly in the middle of this mosaic rug here. I do believe there are one coffee table. It's called the Treasure and Tea coffee table. Look at the detailing on this. Oh my God. It's like a medallion. It is so gorgeous. I love that it's kind of like multi-wood toned. So there's even some blue here, and we've got green and red. I don't know if you guys can see the detail there on the legs. For the table, there's a couple different variants and swatches as well. I really like what they did with this pack, you guys. I think they did a very good job. That's just me personally. I bet some people absolutely hate this pack, and if you're one of them, let me know what your feelings are either way. But yeah, I really enjoy it so far. It's just different. It's very different. It stands out from pretty much everything that I have currently in my game and anything that I would do or use build wise. So there's also some fan palm trees, which you could definitely like throw in maybe in like the beginning or in like the front yard, or you know, in the pathway of your build. Those are really nice too. I love the way that these look. And then for swatches, this is kind of what you have available. Pretty much everything that you've seen before. These are really nice, and they also look good like sized up too, if you wanted to make them even bigger to like fill up a courtyard or something along those lines. Another thing that I like to do with these is underneath the outdoor activities, the garden planters, the base game garden pot actually looks really nice as a little accessory to kind of zhoosh this up a little bit. Just a little added detail I wanted to throw in there. But going back to the kit, we also have the banana tree. Now this thing is huge, like it is so dang big. So I like to scale it down a little bit. You can even scale it down smaller if you wanted, but this is honestly one of my favorite plants. I love the way that this thing looks. And then we also have the big old vase, which, you know, it's kind of interesting because it is really big. But if you scale it down, you can actually put it on top of like the tables and stuff. So I'm gonna go and do that. I did this in my build. It's a really, really pretty vase. I love all the colors and like how they've implemented this mosaic look. The cool thing about this is that there are a bunch of additional swatches that kind of tone down that chaos a little bit. And there's also just like a plain vase swatch. Now, another little fun, where should I put this? I'm going to put this on the table over here. Another little fun piece is the Relaxing Rituals tea set by the piping pot. If you guys look really, really, really close there, you'll see these translucent cups. I wish this thing was functional, but obviously for, you know, a kit and a $5 pack at that, I wouldn't expect it. I really wouldn't, but it would be nice if it was functional, if you could like serve and collect tea from it. So we have two other things to showcase. We have the Sunset Glow Lantern, which essentially is a lantern that just stays on the floor. To be honest, this is one of my favorite pieces. I don't know what it is about the shape of this lantern, but also the glass and the fact that it's like see-through, and even the various swatches. I feel like this is definitely a super duper universal piece. You can also scale this down and rise it up to fit on various surfaces. Now, the second lamp that we have is the Stubborn Genie's wall lamp, and this too is another one of my favorites. I love the glow and the ambiance that it gives at night. I don't know, I feel like they really did a good job with the assets in this pack. Like, I'm actually really pleased. So here is the fountain that we received. It is the Star of Paradise fountain, and it has a very similar shape to this rug over here. Let me actually see, just out of sheer curiosity, if it like fits perfectly, because I kind of feel what, like it does. It literally, I think, is supposed to go on this rug. I'm not sure. Obviously things are way too close for comfort. You'd be literally smacking your kneecaps on this thing. It is super beautiful, and I love how like some of the swatches actually match the rest of the tile. If you need a little inspiration on how to style this pack, or you're like me and you're feeling a little lazy and you don't want to create your own backyard oasis, there is a pre-made room available called Piece of Paradise for $6,700. In total, there is 3 different swatches to choose from. I found this pre-made room so helpful when it came to making my own build. For the $1,000,000 question, Jen, would you recommend this kit? Honestly, I would. If you're looking for a challenge to branch out, step out of your comfort zone, this kit will definitely offer just that. As I've already mentioned, is she dead? Oh my god, I thought she died. She's just floating. Whew, you almost gave me a heart attack, girl. But as I mentioned earlier, this pack will definitely integrate pretty nicely into your existing gameplay, or again, if you wanted to create something along the lines of a Moroccan home, which also suits Oasis Springs quite nicely, definitely give it a go. Again, it's $5. Obviously, depending on where you live, you can't really go wrong. There are so many beautiful assets here that I truly do feel like are unique and proprietary to the pack. Obviously, again, this is just a kit. It is a teensy tiny blip on the radar. So if you're somebody who is perhaps a storyteller or only resides in Create a Sim most of the time, then honestly, I feel like you could probably. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you're interested in checking out this speed build that I did on this beautiful Moroccan home, I will link it at the end end of the video. With that said, don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.